What's up, Daily Fab Gamers? Thank you so much for watching my stream. Before you jump into this red-hot action, let's review the rules. Don't be a dick. This should go without saying, but better safe than sorry. Chat with me. You know that I can talk at my computer for hours, but it's more fun when my computer talks back. And let's have a good time. I don't mind getting sweaty, but we can have fun while we do it. Use the chat command deck for a link to the list I'm playing here. It's also in the video description. Some of these decks are sick, and you might want to play them in real life. In that case, let me refer you to Hemel from the Bazaar. It's never been more affordable to play in the flesh and blood. Players have been buying the cards they need from Hemel for years. I started buying from him in 2023 and have never found a better deal. The Bazaar's prices are the lowest for singles, full sets, and class sets, including new releases. Super Slam singles and more are available now and ship both domestically and internationally. Use the command Hemel for contact info, then reach out to see what he can do for you. Now settle in and get cozy because the stream begins now. Hello, good morning everyone. It's me, it's Lupinefiasco. Thank you for joining me. Happy Friday. What are we doing today? I'm gonna play some Arakni Marionette. I'm not super interested in this deck, honestly. Something about it just doesn't appeal to me the way that Slippy did, but it's clearly a very strong deck in the meta. I feel like I should like it. It is thematically appropriate for the Armory deck giveaway that I'm doing today. I have it right here for you, and you can win this. I'll repeat this a few times as more people trickle in. Good morning, Vitor. The way this is going to work is be here at 9:30. I'm going to use Nightbot to coordinate a giveaway. Who knows how that'll go? I've never done it before, but supposedly it'll work well. You are going to type a keyword in chat. I don't know what it is yet. It'll probably be Arakni or something like that. If you've been watching streams, you know how giveaways work. You'll enter the keyword. It'll randomly pick of anyone who's entered. You know, if it's you, congratulations, you win. I am going to ask you to dox yourself by putting your Discord handle in chat if you win, and then I will DM you on Discord. And I have to do it that way. My thought was, well, I'll have just you DM me. Like, my handle is out there. I'm a public entity. I don't mind. I'm already doxed. I dox myself 3 days a week. And then I realized, well, if like 5 of you DM me because 4 of you are insidious cheaters, I won't know. So I'm gonna ask you to dox yourself instead, and that's YouTube doesn't have a DM feature. So basically just, enjoy the stream for an hour and a half, and then at 9:30 we'll do some a giveaway. But until then, I'm going to play Arakni Marionette, which, is exactly right. It is cringe. Everyone is cringe. Assassin is cringe, but it's one of the best decks in the format, so I gotta run it. This list is not my own. You can find it with the deck command in chat. It's also in the video description. This list is from one of my semi-locals, NorCal Gamer, Tommy Boltyn, Tommy B5K on Discord. Fantastic player, very good brand ambassador for Flesh and Blood. Does a lot to sort of galvanize his local community. It appears that I am racing Vynnset if I am not playing D-Reacts or Sigils. Great brand ambassador for Flesh and Blood. Always tries his best to promote the game. He has jumped between a lot of heroes. I've seen him play Fi, Kayo, Aurora, and most recently, Arakni Marionette. He made it to the finals of our Road to Nationals event this last weekend. losing to Kasai in the finals. I didn't watch the game, but extremely good player. He made this list public on Blue Sky. I asked him if I could play it for the stream. He said yes, and that's what I'm here to do. So this is my first ever Marionette game. We're going to see how it goes. This is an interesting hand in that there are a few ways in which I can navigate it. I think what I'm supposed to do is Savor Bloodshed, up sticks Kiss, send the Kiss for 11 with Prognosis support behind. I can follow with Clave to flick the Kiss depending on how blocks work out. I can also flick a Clave when the Kiss hits to draw a card from Savor, and then have Prognosis that Vynnset will need to deal with in some regard. So I think I'm supposed to do this line. I guess the Kiss doesn't have Go again, does it? You know what? I screwed up. All right, we're gonna send Clave first. I forgot that Arakni Marionette does not naturally give Go again. Mario Dagger's quite OP, Marionette so cringe. I agree, Thanix. Should play Syndra, best hero. T-Tox and Kiss are really strong. T-Tox and Kiss are really strong cards. How does Mansant? Does the giveaways? Oh, I have no idea. I've never watched a Mansant stream. The real winner is struggling to DM. Oh, that's right. Okay, so now Vynnset's marked. Now the Kiss could have Go again. You see, we're learning. This is why we're playing it. You all came here to watch this incredibly skilled Arakni Marionette gameplay as I struggle to remember basic things such as, what does my hero do? And I don't even need to flick. And whatever I draw, I can pitch it to a Clave and then flick the Kiss. Or maybe Vynnset just gives me a bunch of cards to prevent the 12. And then I still get got by Widespread Annihilation. It's the whole deal. I don't know how to play this hero. I only know how to have it played against me when they just have Kiss T-Tox every time. I do like to see Succumb number 1. I also like to see my opponent blocking with a 2-block. All right, you've sunk the arsenal. Does this find you a D-react in any way? I guess you would need 2 to get yourself out of this. Have Savor go first. Find me an Under the Trapdoor, which will immediately get pitched to a Hunter's Clave. The reason I didn't flick there, Steven, is I wanted to see if I got blocked out, I would have flicked just to clear a Clave for Calicera or Mask of Deceit. But here I don't even need to. I get rid of this shitty blue that I don't want in my hand or arsenal. And now I get to flip into something that's hopefully more fun than base Marionette. That's a pretty good one. I do not naturally have Go again. No, I'm not supposed to block with Leave No Witnesses. I'm supposed to discard it to Black Widow. This is a weird one because I need to break my steps to do, like, the cool thing. What else could I do? I could Mask of Deceit into... Widespread Annihilation is the hand one. I will banish a card. So I could take 10. Take 10, banish, shred. Arsenaling the Codex makes sense. I think what I'm supposed to do here is pitch the shred into 3 rune chants, get hit by widespread annihilation. Could also block with Kiss and leave no witnesses, banish the shred, arsenal the Codex. Could also play the Codex. Kiss, discard, shred, leave no witnesses. Well, I can't do it here because I am going to take damage from the annihilation. I'm going to lose a card from my hand. I also don't know if I want to give up Stalker Steps, which is my only AB against Vynnset. Yeah, it's annihilation. Take that one. So I'm now definitely getting hit. I think I can prevent the 3, because, like, why not? Keep deck density, that doesn't matter. I'm going to block with Leave No Witnesses. I'm going to banish the Kiss of Death, and then I'm going to play the Codex for Leave No Witnesses. Vynnset doesn't even have... Vynnset's going to have the widespread annihilation, which she will be forced to get back. I guess she could let it get banished. Kind of interesting. She's going to be 1 rune chant off. Weird situation to be in, actually. I wonder if I wasn't supposed to pitch, so that I would have a card in hand to block the flail. Maybe I'm just supposed to block the flail with Codex? Or she just doesn't attack? Oh, because she doesn't want to send the rune chants. That makes sense. I am going to Codex here. She can get back the widespread annihilation. She's 1 off. Is there a reason you don't do your default fatigue, the Vynnset plan? I'm just going off of Tommy's sideboard. Like, I clicked the Vynnset button, and this is what it came up with. Was not playing the D-Reacts, not playing every blue, not playing Sigil of Solace, and just, like, trying to fatigue her, or trying to race her. I would have blocked Leave No Witnesses plus Deceit into Trapdoor plus D-React. Would have... I still would have had to banish. Sure, that makes sense. She gets an inertia, so she can't set up. I still get to Codex Leave No Witnesses. It doesn't matter that I'm Black Widow, or that I'm Trapdoor instead of Black Widow, because I'm not discarding to Black Widow effect anyway. Yeah, Bavelian, I could see that being the right... I'm like, again, first Marionette game, so I think I'm too married to, like, Mask of Deceit needs to do a cool thing. And in my head, Trapdoor Inertia is not a cool thing. But you're probably right. Yeah, let's get banished, for sure. I wonder if I was supposed to flick a Clave. I could also just not banish this. Yeah, I could just not banish this, which is fine. Now she just has a widespread annihilation stuck in her arsenal. Yeah, of course. Ooh, I can get a D-React for my arsenal? I get this hand, which is... not great. I wish I had flicked a Clave, which would in fact be very good. What I get to do instead... She's not marked, so Mask of Deceit does nothing. I mean, I can just block. I have Tunic up. So I can like Tunic, pitch to the point for a Clave, flick, Spinneret, pitch Death Touch, throw. Just gonna be able to double cast here. Do I care? Definitely not preventing the rune chance. My hand is 4 reds, which does not do that well. What if I just took 8, 10, 14 and kept this hand? Oh, I can, oh, I could definitely, I can layer the Spider the Deathly Delight. Turn into Orb Weaver, Tunic, pitch, Death Touch, Clave, flick, Orb Weaver, discard Spinneret. Interesting. All right. Pass blocks, Lair of the Spider. You get marked. I go to 30. You are effectively at 25 because you didn't take damage. Into the party, but let's fucking go. Hey, Alberto. As I struggle through my first Marionette game. Skipped them all before. I don't see why I would take this one. This one I do block with Mask. Yeah, block with Mask. Turn into Orb Weaver. Tunic, Death Touch. Attack with Clave. Flick a Clave to clear the spot. Activate Marionette. Or activate Orb Weaver. Discard. I guess I don't even need to activate. I just need to... I can just play Orb Weaver. I guess I could discard T-Tox. Discard Death Touch makes sense. Become that one. Discard an Assassin card, equip a Graphene Callistra. Your next attack with Stealth this turn gets +3. Yeah, discarding the Death Touch makes sense. So we Tunic. I think it's pitch T-Tox. Can't be played right now, but it is better to have it in the grave, right? I was thinking I would pitch the Death Touch to Clave, but it makes more sense to discard it to the Orb Weaver. Actually, I should save the T-Tox. Does this matter? No, this is fine. Pitch the T-Tox. She's not going to block the Callistra. I guess she could, and I just give it +3 as opposed to the Spinneret, which is face up. Obviously, now she knows about T-Tox, so I'm not going to do that. But okay, what should the actual play have been? Clave, pitch Spinneret, discard Death Touch, make a Callistra. Callistra for 4, to the point it up to 8. Get to T-Tox it to 11, potentially? As opposed to now where I'm threatening the same amount of damage, but she knows about it. Orb Weaver, discard Death Touch. Close Chain. Play the Spinneret. Callistra for 7. I will make it 11, because I have no reason not to. Seems fine. She has nothing in Banish currently. She does have the Eloquence token, which is scary. She has 2 Malefics, which is scary. She seems relatively well set up. Tunic is up. Creepers is still here. This could be a very big turn from her. How is the music, by the way? How are the music levels? So in this matchup, having an Arsenal isn't really valuable due to widespread. I am not intentionally playing around widespread. So if my turn, like, I'm happy to set up an Arsenal if that's what my turn kind of allows me to do. Or if my hand just doesn't work, like, I'm not going to do some weird block because I wanted to, like, intentionally not Arsenal. Like, I'm not going to lose value because I didn't want to Arsenal. Hard casting, Widespread Annihilation. That's pretty cool. Can I stop this? And do I care? I don't think I care. I think I'm happy to take 7 here. Discard or banish a To The Point. I can go Clave, Close Chain, Savor Bloodshed, Calicera, To The Point it. This Vynnset is running hot. I don't know, I mean, she did just hardcast a Widespread Annihilation. Which she had, I know why she did that, but... This line should threaten 3, oh, there's the Succumb. Does that change my line at all? What's up, Sigma? Okay, these are 2 blocks, which is too bad. I don't think I care about, I care in that I wish it wasn't happening to me, but I think I'm fine to lose 2 cards. Just banish the 2 To The Point, and I still get to Clave, Savor, Calicera. It's unfortunate. It's just now I'm punished for having armor that doesn't block well and having 2/2 blocks. Like, if these both blocked 3, I would definitely put 6 in front of the Widespread. As it is, if I block with my 2/2 block or my 2/3 blocks, oh, they choose. You're right. You are right. Then they should take the blue. Okay. Take the Savor instead. It's still kind of fine. Your dagger attack gets +3 if the defending hero is marked. Instead, it gets +4. How do I have you be marked at the end of my turn? I don't think I do. So I think I was supposed to block that. Maybe I am supposed to then block 6, put it To The Point in front of the Flail. Interesting. Yeah, the To The Point blocking 2 there. Not good. And me forgetting what Succumb to Temptation does is also not good. Revel's pretty good. I don't think I can take 11 here and feel good about it. So I guess I'm just, blocking a bunch. Yeah, this was a pretty hot Vynnset turn. That's not looking good. I kind of need her to stumble a little bit. Yeah, the 2 blocks they are always a pain. This is where I think Marionette's biggest weakness is, the way that it is built currently. is that it blocks for shit. Like, Slippy had the benefit. Slippy just ran 57 3-blocks. And so you would wind up in these spots where, like, woof. This is a potentially good hand, depending on if I'm dead or not. So this line, because Tunic is not up, is going to be play Cut from the Same Cloth, pitch T-Tox to Calicera, flick Clave, double Stains. Yeah, next I might get space. I'm threatening... If I get to keep 4 cards and the flick goes off, I'm threatening 4, 5, 7, 10, 13. I am threatening lethal. Yeah, Slippy played 57 3-blocks. So, and the 3 2-blocks you played were Codex of Frailty, which is the best card in your deck. So you were always pretty much doing the thing. Like whenever your bad hands blocked 12. Like that was the benefit that Slippy had over Marionette. And I feel like Marionette is suffering currently from having to play a bunch of 2-blocks to deal with Gravy and Earth Heroes. And it's really kind of unfortunate. Is she a Runeblade? Runeblade hands are a thing she can stumble. I can pitch the Cut from to send the Calicera, but that only works if she blocks and I get full T-Tox value. I'm sending 2, 3, 6, 9, 12. Yeah, that doesn't even kill her. We're gonna Cut from here. Oh, I hate this. Yeah, this is about to be bad. I really wish my Tunic was up. This is unfortunate. I guess, well, shit. I guess we're supposed to pitch Stains, because she is incentivized to block here. Wish I hadn't pitched the T-Tox again. Letting her know that I have a T-Tox. I'm threatening 6, 7, 10. I mean, this is lethal, depending on how she blocks. Yeah, having the Dirge and something to use. It's gonna be bad. You are now marked. I get to Stains. I get to T-Tox. Yeah, there's the Sink Below from Arsenal. I still think she was maybe supposed to block more here, because she had the Dirge and 2 Rune Gates. Yeah, sadly 1 turn slow to kill her there. And that's from losing the die roll and having to go second to the Vynnset. I mean, this hand mitigates pretty well, and I am going to have Tunic up, so I get to threaten a 1-card 5 with Upsticks. Her Tunic is down. Oh, she's paying... Okay, she kept it for Creepers. Yeah, it's going to be 3 into 6, into Pitch to Creepers, into Play the Dirge, into Widespread Ruin. Let's see if we can live. And she's going to get to do it all without breaking the chain, so I am going to give her the single rune chant from Deathly Wail. It's not great. I don't think I'm dead this turn, but I am in trouble. I think you could have potentially arsenaled it to the point instead of blocking with it. I think you're probably right there. I was in mitigation mode. I had more time than I thought I did, was really the mistake that I made. Speaking of blocking where I don't have to, I think here I'm supposed to keep the up sticks. I just take the 6 so that I can up sticks Tunic Calicera and potentially use the Tunic to block later. Sometimes Vynnset is a deck that works. Runeblades do be like that. So I'd like to catch her without a D-React. Hindsight 2020 when they had a dead turn after. I think I just have to put her on having that. Like Vynnset in particular. I can put her on having these off turns. Which maybe she has one here. We'll see what's in her hand. But the fact that she's just blocking with 2 Phantom Wraiths when she's about to make a rune chant from Incantation tells me that I'm probably in trouble. Draw 3/2 blocks. That's sick. This deck sometimes. Well, again, I'm alive. Here I am just in full mitigation mode. Again, like maybe she bricks. Unless she has something, which she very well could have. She has Tunic up, so this could very well be like Tunic Creepers something. If this is the end of her turn, then she'll lose the Creepers. Maybe she bricks. She'll have 1 rune chant to start the turn, 2 to start the turn after Vynnset effect. But maybe we get there. Got some 3 blocks this time. I do like that. It's not looking good. This hand can block, fortunately. And it depends on what her follow-up is. If it's just Flail, then I'll have a way to block it. So come first just to clear it. Oh, no, not to give you Vynnset effect. In that case, what do I do? This will have go again. I could take the 1. I could take the 1, go to 1. Block with Under the Trapdoor, Leave No Witnesses. I need the follow-up to be Flail, and I can block it with Tunic, and then send Kiss into Pain into Flick. I think that's what I do. We go to 1 and we're maybe okay. If the follow-up is just hardcast a thing, then I die. But if it's Flail, then I live. It was, in fact, hardcast a thing. Is it better to give up Tunic or Flick here? I think it's better to give up Tunic. Alright, so now we need Vynnset to stumble. Oh shit, she gains 2 as well. Alright, forgot about that. Not that I could have stopped it. I just need her to brick. She did not brick. She found her 1 out. Technically 2. She had a second Eulogy still in the deck. Just unfortunate. We can pay 1. I block 5. I arsenal the Inertia Trap. As soon as she finds any shadow attack action to pay into Vynnset, I lose. I guess I was supposed to put her on hard casting something and played more around keeping more than 1 life. When I made a few mistakes this game, like Ivy Gaming said, I was also just supposed to arsenal the to the point, and that kills her. How many D-React and block card did she play against me? I believe it was 2. It's just been 1 D-React? 1 D-React and no blocks. All right, this gives me some space. I can mitigate, I can prevent the 3, block with CNC and Inertia Trap. Then pick up the point, leave no witnesses. Sadly, the Inertia Trap isn't active. I would love to get rid of whatever this is, which is probably a D-React. Vynnset working is always scary. Yeah. She is occasionally a good deck. Not often. Hey, Taylor. She's not often a good deck, but she is occasionally a good deck. The tools are there. It's just finding them. D-React from Arsenal. There it is. All right, well, she had to pay for it, which is pretty nice. Be cool if I had a Codex of Frailty. Saw that first one early and it was cool. So in hindsight, it could have been better to block with Flicks instead of Tunic. To have access to 1 free AB at this point in the match, probably. I think you're probably onto something. Second reduce. All right, now Vynnset's starting to cook. Now she's cooking with gas. Yeah, I mean, the Tunic would have been nice too, because I would have gotten to like Tunic Calicera at times. There it is. All right, so as far as the first game goes, I don't feel terrible about it. Jesus Christ, what is going on today? Can I have some real games, please? Against real heroes that I could actually expect to see at my Road to National events? I'm not even bored against Boltyn. This hero isn't real. What am I bored for Syndra? Yeah, that seems reasonable. Sure. This is the... Oh, because it blocks 3. This is occasionally the problem I have with Talishar Gaming, which is these are not real heroes, and this is not good practice. Vynnset isn't a good first game for your deck, a bit like playing against Dio Asilio. You're not really doing your thing, we're playing into their thing. We'll block with these 2. Be the wolf, my friend. Zach, I'm trying. You're saying Boltyn is not your local meta? I don't think Boltyn is anyone's local meta. This Codex is interesting. As much as I want to Codex for something later, this hand doesn't really work if I Codex. So instead, I'm just going to pitch it. They are heroes in the game of Flesh and Blood. You're right. There is a world in which I could run into Sir Boltyn, Breaker of Dawn, at my local Road to National event in the game of Flesh and Blood. I think the last time I ran into a Boltyn at any event was like the armory after my game that, like, I played in a local 1K and lost, and then the like side event for losers was a super armory, and that's where I saw a Boltyn. And like, cool. Am I supposed to flick here? I think the answer is yes. To clear the spot. If you win round 1, you won't see Boltyn. It's true. That is a secret strat. What if you kept yourself out of the loser bracket? Oh my god, we're so good at this game. We're a little less good. What if you kept yourself out of the loser bracket and then you didn't have to play Boltyn? I'm gonna have to look at this sideboard. Why are you playing the Look Toughs? I mean, it's actually kind of fine because I'm gonna get to play a 3 for 7. I could Scar Tissue this. I don't think I'm supposed to, especially if I'm getting blocks. Because the mark probably isn't going to stay after the Look Tough goes. 140 with Boltyn this Wednesday. Feature, if you come to my local RTN, then I will be so happy that I got this very valuable practice into Sir Boltyn, Breaker of Dawn, hero in Flesh and Blood. Terrified some people at a top 8 last PQ. This might be Cashy's list. So I know why Look Tough is in the 80. I don't know why it's in... I mean, it's Boltyn, right? I don't know. I'm never going to run into a Boltyn. So the reason I'm playing... I just boarded for Syndra. You are not marked. I can't mask a deceit you. I am going to... pitch to Clave. I'm going to break Chain. I'm going to Savor, Scar Tissue, Stain. So we can block with the Look Tough, I guess. I'll take this one. I can block the Raiden. Like, I don't know. It kind of depends on what the next card is going to be. Cashy's list doesn't have a CNC in it. No, so this list is from my local Tommy Boljon, Tommy B5K in Discord. You've potentially seen him. It won our, or it made it to the finals of our most recent RTN. It's got matchup guides, which is why I'm playing it, because I don't know how to board Marionette. I'm just trying it out. Marionette is really not my cup of tea. Like, I don't know what it is about the deck that I just can't really get down with. But something about Marionette I don't like. Yes, a block 3. I would have to take a look at the deck list to see, like, what should I be boarding for Boltyn. All right, tell you what, chat. The next time that I run into a Boltyn, I'll board for Syndra and then, like, take a closer look. So remind me, the next time I play against Sir Boltyn, Breaker of Dawn in the game Flesh and Blood, I will make sure I know how to board against it. I promise you. This is my promise to you. I will figure out how to board against Boltyn. It is a warrior that doesn't block well. This is true. Did I screw up my sequencing here? I'm not sure how I have to order my triggers. I think it's that way. That's a pretty good arsenal, or that's a pretty good draw off of Savor Bloodshed. I clear the mark, which is unfortunate, but I do put a Leave No Witnesses in my graveyard, which is very good. I also don't have to put a Leave No Witnesses in my arsenal. Or Boltyn just blocks, and I get to keep my mark. Red back is fine. I am going to Kiss of Death, discard Black Widow to the red back effect, Leave No Witnesses, Flick Kiss, Arsenal Spinneret. I think I'd rather have the Spinneret than the Black Widow, so that makes sense. Marionette is a warrior. It's a warrior with 6 other warriors attached to it that, you're right, cannot block. That's the downside of playing this warrior, Arakni Marionette. I guess I could have also played the Spinneret. I just don't see that being good. Okay, you may charge your hero's soul. You're blocking 5 total, right, and then you have the floating prevention from Soulbound Resolve, which is fine. It clears the prevention, so now the Flick Kiss will connect. Although I don't have to. Like, say Boltyn just blocks 4 on the Leave No Witnesses. I have the option to not flick so that I can keep the mark. Is that better? All right, well now if you're also floating prevention, then I'm definitely not going to flick. Everyone be a wolf and like the stream. Thank you, Zach. Be a wolf, like the stream, don't be a butt plug. Beaming Bravado for 4. I guess I'm gonna sink this. What else am I doing? Pain in the backside. Calicera. Pain in the back. I could flick the Calicera. I mean, oh wait, I don't pass through blocks. Pain in the backside. Flick Calicera. Clave. Close chain. I mean, I sink the T-Tox. It's too early for T-Tox. Prognosis is pretty okay. All right, suddenly the Spinneret looks a lot better. You are marked, so I could flip into Black Widow. What do I get to do with Black Widow? I block with Mask, go Black Widow, get to Pain in the Backside, Tunic, Calicera, Prognosis. Let's try that. Let's see how that works, chat. That seems pretty good. I get it. Your sword is cool. Well, that's 2 of them down. Pain in the backside first. Yeah, it has to have stealth. So I go pain in the backside first. Tunic, Calicera. The Calicera is interesting because Boltyn can just block it, and then I have to decide if I think they have a D-react. So I can also just let this block happen, close chain, play Spinneret, Prognosis for 4, and then have Shred to make it 7. I think I am just going to Prognosis here. I'm not going to make it 4. I don't have to. Via the Vanguard, that's a pretty good one. Not flicking makes sense. I believe I want my Clave. This is a hand of cards. I get to do... I could do Savor... Spinneret, Savor, Calicera. Oh, that doesn't work because if they have Prevention, then I don't get the mark. So I have to do Clave first. Clave, Close Chain, Savor up sticks. That's fine. Savor, up sticks, Spinneret, Calicera. This is only 12. I can always give it go again if I really want to. Flick, T-Tox. This seems, oh, we're saving that for sure. We're gonna need this one. JK, it's not great. So I am going to Kiss. I'm probably just like playing the CNC, unfortunately. Gotta break steps for this one. I am not going to T-Tox it because I'm fine to Arsenal the Lair of the Spider. Like, Boltyn is going to give go again. Flick the Kiss, Arsenal the Lair. This is my second CNC in Graveyard. I'm already set up for Codex. I pitched one. I have shuffled since. So I should have 3 Codexes somewhere towards the top of my deck. Boltyn has seen... Oh, just giving me the GG. It doesn't seem over, but Boltyn only has 1 Lumina left in the deck. I'm at 22. I can see, Jesus Christ. Well, I am going to use I'm going to sink this Raiden for 0 to desperately try and find something that works. All right, that's fine. It's not great, but it's functional. Which Clave am I supposed to get? I'm supposed to get the away-facing one. That is a hand of cards. But you know what? I got to turn my sink into 4 full value. I really did it. I think Boltyn thought the game was over, not realizing that Arakni Marionette can stumble. Get in there, Kelly. All right. This time for sure. It is a Boltyn in the wild. These reactions, stop it. You have charged. It is not greater power. I could give it greater power. I mean, what else am I doing with this hand? I'm going to pitch to Clave, Mark of the Black Widow, discard Reaper's Call. Okay, there's a Beacon of Victory. You found Lumina, right? This now has go again. Okay, I cannot let you draw. So I will go ahead and double react, give you inertia, mark you. I'm still taking the same line. I guess I don't have to. I guess I can go Clave, Calycera, Black Widow, discard Reaper's Call. I should have dumped their entire soul into this beacon. I agree. Because, like, why not? That's the last... Oh, they still have one beacon? Or, like, playing towards Celestial Cataclysm. All right, what did I say I'm doing? So I'm doing Calycera first, then Clave. That kind of makes sense. This Reaper's Call might get stuck. Oh, but if he's going to play around Tarantula Toxin at this point in the game, like, if you're going to put 6 in front of a Calycera, you have lost the game. Okay, are you charging? You are. That's fine. You still have the floating prevention. I guess I'm just IPing this Reaper's Call now. Or no, this will not consume the mark. Unless this is a 2-block. All right. They're going to fatigue themselves at this pace. I don't think this game is going to go to fatigue. I would be surprised if we got to that point. Funnel Web is not good. I mean, it lets me turn Trapdoor into something reasonable. So what am I doing? I'm going to Calycera, Clave, flick the Calycera, play the Spinneret, play Mark, discard to Funnel Web. Guess I could have played the Prognosis. I mean, Prognosis and Mark are kind of the same card at this point in the game. It's also a world where Boltyn just puts like 9 block in front of the Black Widow, but then to Viter's point, they are going to fatigue themselves. Which I would not think that the game should end with fatigue, but yeah, if the Boltyn's just gonna like block 9 in front of put their entire hand in front of all my attacks, then, like, yeah, it would end in fatigue. I need to not brick, and they are just spiraling. Does it D-react? I guess this doesn't have an on-hit, so maybe it should have been Prognosis. They do have a Remembrance, you're right. The Remembrance is going to be huge. This hand is pretty okay. I don't care about the Frailty Trap. Like, I can't stop this. I need to Pain, Tunic, Calycera, Flick, Clave, Stains. Which means that I'm just taking 4 here, go to 10. I can Arsenal the Frailty Trap. If I got to block with one of my... Like, if I didn't need both of my pieces of equipment, then I would have given Frailty Trap and one of these. But I happen to need... Technically, I don't need Flick Knives. Oh, no, I do. I need to Flick the Clave. Yeah, I need both of my equipment for this. All right, thank you all for being here. I got 58 people in the room currently. I appreciate it, even though I had to bribe you all to get you here. Hang tight for another half hour, and then I'm going to do my best to run this giveaway. Cover that. Tunic. Calycera. Flick. Wouldn't be here if you didn't pay me. I respect your honesty. And I appreciate it. Saving Grace. Should cover this out. But then they end the turn marked, which is pretty cool for me. You guys are getting paid. Bribery does work. This is a hand of cards. When my opponent is... Oh, we also have Tarantula? Okay. See, first there's the Remembrance. I'm stuck with this Frailty Trap, unfortunately, but it's fine. I can't watch people playing decks I play without turning into a hard critic. No, I definitely do that too. If I'm watching someone play something that I know how to play, and they make mistakes with it, it's like, oh, you're not doing it well. This line is just going to be Stains this, and then Leave No Witnesses. Like, technically, Tarantula is as much value if I discard the Leave No Witnesses as it is if I play the Leave No Witnesses. But, yeah, we get there. I guess the game was kind of closer than I thought it would be, given Boltyn's state in the meta. But, it's Rhinar. Okay, this one is a little scary, honestly. And when he doesn't have a Rhinar board, oh no, I'm going to board like your Kayo and hope that it works out. All right, this one I'm spooked. Cool, we are not playing Look Tough. We're not boarded out a bunch of the 2 blocks. We got D-Reacts, it seems reasonable. I was probably supposed to go first here, so that I don't just get, like, triple intimidated turn 0. Forming a union? Yeah. Okay, good, they disconnected. All right, I didn't want to play that game. I think I already punted on turn 0. Take the shelters out against Rhinar. All right, hey, I'm already boarded. So I'll just click the button again to make sure. All right. This is a hand of cards. What does this hand of cards do? This hand of cards can do... Savor, double pitch to clave, leave no witnesses, flick clave. It can also block 12. Kayo can be rough if he pulls well. I mean, I streamed Kayo yesterday. I went 3-0 against Marionettes. Really? You sent? And it worked very well for you? I feel like these are the two best cards in my hand, so... Yeah, this, there is a giveaway. I'll put this in chat for you. Yeah, just be here in 24 minutes or like after this game ends or whatever. And then I'm giving away an Arakni Armory deck. I'll bet I was supposed to keep the Spinneret. I'll bet I'm looking at my value wrong when playing. I think the Calycera is so much more important than I want to think it is as a slippy player who, like, the Calycera was good, but it wasn't, like, it didn't make the game. My opponent has a Blood Rush Bellow on top of their deck, and I am getting a Vigor. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Ivy. I'm looking at my value wrong based on not playing Marionette and not having internalized yet. Like, oh, this is important. This matters that I have a Calycera. But depending on how they block, I will flick a clave to mark them and clear up a slot. Yeah, it's super important. Yeah, that's on me. Thankfully, my opponent has like stumbled a lot early in the game. Doesn't have an arsenal. The Bear Fangs only attacked for 6. Just lost a clash with a Blood Rush on top, giving me a Vigor. If they're giving me armor, I'm definitely flicking here. Flick a clave. It's okay, I'll just roll into Orb Weaver. Ah, the other one. Oh. Chat, I don't know why you're all so worried. Like, just have it. God, you're always like, oh, why'd you misplay? Because I just have it, all right? It's called skill. And it's something I suggest you try. Oh, because you... Surely you just... Yikes. That's a yikes for me. The better gamer, and we have the Vigor to pay for the Calycera. And our opponent has a Blood Rush in hand, which means they need to respect the Black Widow flip. Best advice I ever gave, never don't have it. It's the 2 rules of TCGs. Rule 1 is always have it. Rule 2 is never don't have it. I guess I'm supposed to discard Leave No Witnesses to the Black Widow, potentially. Depending on how they block. Still have all 9 in deck now that they are all reds. There's no way you're playing D-Reacts, so... You Black Widow away the stains? I mean, I could Black Widow away the Leave No Witnesses and then play the 2 reactions, which keeps them marked. I feel that's got to be more important. I think I just play out the hand to play around Arsenal Disruption. Like, if their hand is, like, yellow, red, send packing, Blood Rush, it is important for me to not play into their, like, disrupt me setup Blood Rush And keeping them marked, I think, is better for me because I can Mask of Deceit into Trapdoor, find Inertia Trap, and kill the Blood Rush setup. Yeah, it's the 2 rules of TCGs. Rule 1 is always have it, and Rule 2 is never don't have it. Casual 13 with on hit, it do be like that. This hand is fun. I don't have a CNC, I do have a Leave No Witnesses. So I get to get blown up by Fleshbag. I get to block with Shelter potentially. It depends on what they're gonna do, because I do need to be aware of the Blood Rush. That's a yikes. All right, so if I am just playing my hand for value, I am blocking with Shelter, I am doing up sticks into Calicera, Clave, Codex, Leave No Witnesses. If I am expecting that my opponent is going to use their Flesh Bag, which I think they should do, I'm supposed to Mask of Deceit here, find Trapdoor, get Inertia Trap, play Inertia Trap. I lose value and I lose my mask, but I keep them off a 5-card Blood Rush. They're going to use Flesh Bag here. So I am going to mask into Trapdoor. I'm going to find my Inertia Trap, wherever it may be. So I lose value like this, but I keep them off of their value, which is important for me to do. Oh wait. Lol. They don't have power greater than its base. That was dumb. Yeah. No, I'm stupid. That was very dumb. I'm not supposed to do any of that. Imagine knowing how your cards work. All right, so I am going to instead open myself up to getting Blood Rushed. We Shelter here, play it as a D-React. You Arsenal the BRB. Yeah, I know, Inertia doesn't trigger. But hey, I caught it before it mattered on Talishar. If that had happened in a paper game, I would have just fucking lost. But instead... So... I could give up the upsticks value to take a 50% on the Flesh Bag, but that's gotta be bad. Yeah, imagine reading your own cards. It could never be me. I don't have a way... I don't... No, this is... Okay, I can take a chance. Yeah, start with Graphene. We start with Graphene. I don't need to play the upsticks yet. I want to give my opponent the opportunity to fleshbag me, take the 50%. If they get the upsticks, then I'm pretty up because I get to Clave, Codex, Leave No Witnesses. If they don't fleshbag me, then I get to play upsticks, play Codex. So it's a 50% that I get to do something to this. See, I was a good gamer previously. Am I a good gamer now? We're going to find out. I'm also not going to flick here. Okay, we're bad gamers. I'm not going to flick here because I want them to stay marked so that I can then inertia trap. I mean, I could... No, I can flick. Flick Clave, upsticks pay, Tunic Clave. Yeah, that makes sense. We get an extra point of damage. I don't sit on this Tunic for too long. Yeah, Bruno, you were right. You're correct. It gives me my Tunic value. Tell your opponent you're going to hit the undo button on paper. It's one of those, like, if I was in paper at an armory, I know my locals would want to work with me because we're there to learn and improve. It's tough because I would have shuffled. If it was just a matter of like, oh, I blood rushed, oh fuck, like that, oh, I wasn't supposed to do that, like I made a mistake, something about this play was wrong. These are the two cards I drew, I'll put them back in the order, everyone's good with that. It's the shuffling my deck where it's a little iffier, that like, oh, That's probably not something that we can really fix. Does Arakni ever get anything from popping marks? I don't believe so. There's nothing on the hero card that gets anything from popping a mark. Oh, that isn't true. No. Your attacks go again if they hit a marked target, but it isn't like a Syndra or a Fang where popping the mark does a secondary effect. And I don't believe there are any cards that care about, like, go again for Marionette, and then also something else happens. Are we showing up on the 18th with my bad Slippy Hybrid Dagger stealth list for fun? Shine on, you crazy diamond. I want Slippy to be good. I like Slippy a lot more than I like Marionette. I just don't think the deck is good right now, unfortunately. This pushes 5. I'm assuming Kayo doesn't block it. Depending on what I flip into, I am intending to immediately Mask of Deceit for... I got a few options. Frailty Trap probably doesn't do much unless they don't lead with Claw. If they lead with, like, Wild Ride, I could get technically 6 out of my Mask plus Frailty Trap, but I feel like Inertia might be correct. Can also just wait to see what they're going to do. If this is it's definitely wrong. Piercing 1 means that this block... Yeah, there you go. All right. I'm like, don't do that. You're at 25. If they break Sash, then they cannot block a Leave No Witnesses with just armor. They have to give me a card. So at minimum, I have Codex into Leave No Witnesses. At maximum, depending on how their turn shakes out, I can hit them with the Inertia so that they have to play on 4 cards next and have an open arsenal for my Leave No Witnesses. It's just worse Marionette. Yeah. If you ask me to describe Slippy in the current meta, I would say it's worse Marionette. Oh, that's a bad one. Talked a lot with our local assassin and have the consensus if I want to win, to play Mario. If I want to have fun, play the weird slip list. Yeah, that's reasonable. You don't always have to play your RTNs to win. We have Kiss, we have Mask. Depending on what our opponent does, maybe, yeah, I am supposed to do... Yikes. I don't like this. This is not looking good. Yeah, it's looking like this hand just blocks 11. The Beast Within giving our opponent 5 means that Mask Inertia suddenly looks a lot better. Kayo is generally good at converting 4 cards after a Blood Rush, especially without Sash. Converting 5 cards is a lot rougher. So, now we come to how am I blocking? Ideally, I'm Mask of Deceiving, grabbing Inertia Trap, I cover 5. I take 2. With these cards, the best 2 for me to keep are Reaper's Call Scar Tissue. So I can at least, like, do something. We are going to Mask. Now we become Trapdoor. Now we grab Inertia Trap. Look at me. Now I know what my cards do. It comes to this. This is the way that KO beats Marionette. 5-card Blood Rush. The fact that there's no Sash makes me feel a little better. That I'm not going to get just blown the fuck up, but... I mean, we're going to take some damage. We got a life lead. I feel like we might not have a life lead after this turn. Gonna do our best. Yeah, I'm looking to block with Black Widow and Kiss of Death for sure. I could use my Stalker Steps if I get space. Like, I don't know what Kayo would do. I'm not blocking the Mandible Claw. I need to wait to block out, like, Send Packing. In which case, if I have to put 8 in front of a Send Packing, I'm keeping the Reaper's Call so I can Calicera, Clave, Codex, leave no witnesses. Not blocking a Claw. What if it's like Claw, Gauntlet, Swing Big? Do I care about taking 10? What do I get to do with this hand? If I get to keep the Kiss of Death, if I block with Black Widow, I get to Kiss, Scar Tissue, Calicera, Kiss, Scar Tissue, Stalker Steps, Clave, Flick Kiss, Break Chain, Codex, leave no witnesses. The Kiss represents 6 damage. This hand is 3, 6. This hand is 3, 6, 10, 12. Oh, this is a great start. Yeah, this is what I'm expecting. The worst would be Send Packing skill. Our opponent has the skill. Blue 2 for 8, 2 for 8. Oh my god. Alright, well, I'm not blocking this. I'm blocking the next thing. Jesus. This was a bit of a high roll from our opponent, I would say. I'd say our opponent drew pretty well. Mario's so hard to play against, not gonna lie. Have you tried 5-card Blood Rush, discarding 2 Beast Withins? Have you tried just rolling the fuck out of your opponent? With a Scabskins roll. Oh my god. Kayo good or what? What are you bringing to RTN? Well, this is making me feel good about bringing Kayo. No, we have a lot of local Marionettes. I went 3-0 against Marionette yesterday with Kayo. And so far, this Kayo is kind of doing the thing. Kayo's kind of having a nutty turn. So if I can just do this. I feel like Kayo has bad matchups into like every good deck. But you always just have high roll potential. As we're seeing here. Alright, this is less scary. I was more scared before. This is obviously still good, but alright. Coming in for 8. Definitely blocking here. So I could go to 14, present 12 into Codex Leave No. Or I could go to 17, present 6 Codex Leave No. I think I'm just playing some fat math. This is maybe wrong. Like, Kayo has the agility. I'm just expecting to disrupt them enough that the agility isn't going to super matter. Like, I'm definitely getting a card with Codex of Frailty, or I'm getting Sash, which is kind of a card. How am I building Kayo for this meta? Betting on more than 6 Vigors? I'm on 5 right now. Because, yeah, legs are just nuts. It's nice when I get to play when I don't need AB, like I did against the Vynnset, and I get to just do Stalker Steps. Yeah, Inertia putting in work. They just had... That was an insane turn. Like, they just had... Sometimes Kayo just has it. And they got to do all of that without breaking Sash. But they rolled Scabs. Like, that turn was nuts. They Blood Rush, discard 2 Beast Withins, rolled a 4 on Scabs. Like, Sometimes they just have that. Let's feel Mark of the Black Widow would be better than Leave No Witnesses in this moment. The reason that I'm doing it this way... Am I lagged? The reason that I'm doing it this way is... I want the Calicera attack. So if I send the... Like, if I did Calicera first... I clear the mark. I have to follow with Clave. Then I Black Widow. Which I can't Scar Tissue. It just feels like I am presenting less damage with less upside. They still have 4 armor for the Leave No Witnesses, but one of the armor is Sash. Alright, they lost to the last clash. Are they going to lose this one too? They did not lose this one. Good for them. Hey, I know my arsenal is going to be a playable card, and I know that they're going to have a non-block in their hand. Also, I just got a card ahead of codexing them. Oh, discard Reaper's Call. I wanted to block. I didn't want to go to 11. But you're right. I could have kept the full hand and done more with my turn. But I did want to block. So we go Kiss. We Scar Tissue it. I break Stalker's Steps. I Clave. I break Chain. I Codex Leave No Witnesses. I Arsenal a Scar Tissue. And we feel pretty good. Oh, also I'm flicking the Kiss on the Clave turn. Which is even going to mark my opponent again. Because of how Kiss of Death works. We're so up. Imagine if I had read that my opponent was going to play out their entire hand on their giant Blood Rush turn, and I was Black Widow here. If only I was more skilled at knowing that my Kayo was going to find 7 cards on their turn and be able to fully convert their hand. Hello. Oh my gosh, and they're blocking out? Come back soon, Alberto, or just, like, follow the stream. There will not be a verbal component, and you'll see when people start spamming the chat with whatever the command is going to be. Peek into the future. I'm always saying this. Opponent, please. I need you to make decisions. Opponent, please. I just want to play Flesh and Blood. Thank you. Command Gib. It's not going to be Gib, Steven. Feels like they have 2 non-blocks in hand. I would love for them to just click through. Oh, it's No Fear. Okay. Oh, with No Fear, either... This has got to be a Blood Rush then, if they didn't banish it. If that was a No Fear that didn't discard or didn't banish, it's either Leave No Witness, or it's either Blood Rush or Reckless Swing. Which is great. Yeah, they're going to discard it and then either lose the arsenal or give me all of their armor and not be able to play whatever's in the arsenal because they only have 1 vigor. Flick Kiss. Put you to 13. Put you to hopefully lower than that. Opponent, please. Opponent, please. Show me Blood Rush. Show it to me. Show me Blood Rush. What? Why didn't you banish this? You chose Bare Fangs as you're not going to block for it. Surely you banished the Show of Strength. Excuse me? Yeah, this works the way that I think it does. Alright. That's definitely a misplay. No, I don't think it matters either. Ugh. This is a hand of cards. So what does this hand of cards do? It goes... Clave, Calicera, Scar Tissue, the Calicera. It goes, yeah, Clave, Calicera, Scar Tissue, the Calicera, or the Clave, whichever one gives the Calicera go again. Pitch the blue to CNC. Arsenal sink below. Yeah, they made their choice. All right, everyone who's here for the giveaway, I appreciate you. It is 9:30. I want to finish this game. I'd like to believe that we are close to finishing this game. So bear with me while I do that. But I will explain the way this is going to work is as soon as this game is done, I am going to open a Nightbot window so that you can all see that I'm not cheating. I have to Scar Tissue this to get the Calicera go again. You can all see that this is all face up. I'm going to choose a keyword. I think it will be Arakni. You will all spam Arakni. Whoever at the time that I determine that you've had enough time, I will end the giveaway. It will randomly pick someone who entered Arakni. You are a winner. Congratulations. Everyone else is a loser except for you. And then you in YouTube chat are going to give me your Discord handle. Then I am going to contact you on Discord to get your address info. It's free shipping. Like, you don't have to do anything. The reason that you have to dox yourself, unfortunately, for everyone who like totally wants your Discord info. The reason that you have to DM me that I can't, you have to give me your handle is I thought, oh, well, I'm a public entity. You just DM me. There's like 8 of you who are going to cheat and I won't know. So, you know. Woof. But yeah, we just have to finish this very exciting game of Flesh and Blood. It's definitely, both teams played hard. Yikers. I am definitely sinking the Death Touch, and then I'm probably sinking something else. Just to try to find Go again. What made you go to Mario from Slippy? One of those heroes is competitive. Incision's good. This is fine. I don't need to sync. I will Arsenal the sync. Why did I go to... Yeah, Marionette's just in a much better spot than Slippy right now. I don't think Slippy is not at all competitive in the current meta. Marionette is. I'm not super interested in Marionette, but it is on theme for this giveaway, so, you know. Hopefully, Kayo is going to get hit by this dagger, get marked. Kiss will attack for 4. With potential Go again, I can Incision it. I can Calicera, flick the Kiss, Arsenal the sink below. We are all Arakni, so anything you type should enter you into it. Don't spam it yet. I'll let you know when. Opponent, please. This game should not be, this is not a 30-minute game. Opponent, please. I am going to do it on the clave. I want to get the mark through. The follow-up, I think Calicera? And I can flick the clave. I guess I could have waited. Yeah, I could have Kiss of Death and then flick the clave to get the kiss through. All right, that was. Yeah. That was the move. That was absolutely the move. Okay, I forgot that I can flick to give kiss go again with the clave. I wouldn't have been able to flick the kiss, but I would have also just reacted over the top. And it would have been fine. The question is, if this Calicera hits, or I guess even if it does, am I supposed to kiss here, or do I just save it? Because I have not seen a Tarantula Toxin yet. The local is absolutely terrifying with Huntsman, but she's like the only person I know who's good with the deck. It's possible the opponent is in Germany. I think I'm just passing here. I want the mark so that I can turn Marionette into something that lets me react. Yeah, we're just ending the turn. I'm going to take an intellect penalty, unfortunately, but it's fine. This is less fine. Oh, but I am red back. That works. I can sink away the shelter and try to find something more interesting. I can keep the frailty trap for redback. I can also, depending on what happens here, I can Tunic Pit Shelter. Sink the shelter, try to find T-Tox. Stains will work. It's going to be a big old kiss. And it'll have go again. What are my lines here? I don't need to play this kiss. I guess I can. I'm trying to think of what I discard to the redback. Redback, discard... Yeah, I guess it's just discard Frailty Trap, play Stains. If that doesn't kill, I can Tunic Calicera, flick the kiss, and then Arsenal this kiss, and just wait on the next one. A 2 Huntsman at one point, I'm afraid of neither. So love Fab Heroes described by Dracula Flow for Marionette. I don't trust anyone, I don't even trust myself. Smooch him to death. Turns out Kiss of Death is a pretty good card. Who knew that? Assassin Action Dagger Attack. 4 words that no one wants to hear in the same sentence. This KO ain't here, no bell. This KO is really thinking about it. This KO is more locked in than anyone has ever been in the history of Flesh and Blood. They could not be more locked in if they tried. Kiss Stains into Kiss Redback into Graphene and Flick. Yeah, actually. No, that doesn't work. This won't be marked. So I'm going to have to use the Tunic to pay for the kiss. Oh, I see. You're saying flick the clave. Yeah. Don't flick the kiss, flick the clave. To give the Graphene an attack. This works. I mean, I think I was supposed to... I think my first line was better of Stains in here, which would have just won the game. And then also Tunic Calicera, Flick Kiss, Arsenal Kiss. Like, the game is over. Oh, then Redback's ability. Yeah, you're right, Bruno. It doesn't matter, but you're right. Use the card, not the hero ability? True. fortunately, we still get there. Yeah, gives good. Yeah. No, you're all right. I was supposed to use Stains first. Stains and then Hero. Yeah. Okay, cool. Hey, there's a Blood Rush. All right, well, that took entirely too long. And I misplayed it a lot, especially towards the end. But that one turn, that was sick. What was the Kayo's turn? 29 threatened, 21 dealt. Yeah, that was pretty good. That was a pretty hot turn from Kayo. Anyway, you're all here. I know why you're all here. It isn't for them.